Hello. Also, in last video, we saw how can we read CSV file using read underscore CSV method of pandas. So this method basically returns us the data frame object. Once we have that data frame object ready, we iterated through that data frame object and we inserted each and every record into st underscore employees table. Now, if we go back to our database, so st underscore employees table is residing in a data warehouse database. It's a separate database. So we successfully pulled the records from our OLTP or transactional database and inserted that into our staging environment. Okay, but this activity we did it only for one table. Now in this video we'll replicate that for remaining or rest of the tables. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, so 6 other tables we are going to do that. So before writing a code, we first have to create corresponding staging tables. So what I will do is, let me get the select statement, or let me get the create statement, not select statement, create statement of, and I will copy that over here, language SQL, and I'm going to add two more columns. So last time we saw that created underscore date time. Okay, it's a default column and value is get date. All right, and the second column which we are going to add is updated date time. Yeah, this is fine. Next table is, so I will close this guy. Next table is departments. I'll copy this guy. I will add these two columns again. Employees we already covered, job history. Let's add these two columns again. Jobs. Um, Locations. And the final table is regions. And we'll create these tables into data warehouse database. Let me copy. Okay, and one more thing we have to do is we have to prefix those tables as st. So we'll add a prefix as st so that it will be easy to understand. If anyone looks at these tables, it will be easy to understand these are staging tables. All right, I will copy this script. Um, Let me connect to our data warehouse database. I will run all these scripts. Okay, so if I refresh, I should see all the remaining tables. Okay, now let's go back to our code. What I will do is, so let me copy this entire code. I will, the very first table we'll create is countries. So let's create countries.py and I will paste that code. I'll go back, I will rename this thing, insert into countries. Okay, let me get script, or let me get the select statement from here. I will copy these columns. Let's indent it, and it has to be countries. Okay, only 3 columns are there, so I will delete remaining question marks. 1 2 3. Yeah, table name st underscore countries. 1 2 3. Yeah, we are good. So the next table is, I will delete this. Next table is departments. Okay, so I will copy this guy, departments.py. I will change this to insert into departments. Okay, I'll copy this table name. Let me copy all the columns. We don't need created date and updated date. Let me indent it. So there are 4 columns now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I will add one more question mark. 3. Okay. Next is, close this. Next is employees, we have already covered. Job underscore history. Okay. I will copy this guy and job history.py. Insert into job history. I will copy the table name. Okay, let's copy the columns. One, two, three, 4, 5. So I will add one more comma. Sorry, question mark. 4. So job history is also done. So next one is jobs. I'll copy this entire code, jobs.py, insert into jobs. Okay, copy this table name. Okay, and let's copy the column names. There are 4 columns now. So I will remove this extra question mark. Okay, let me close this guy. Locations. I'll copy this entire thing. Locations.py. Insert into locations. And I need to change table name, column names. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. I need to add 2 more question marks. 3, 4, 5. And the final table now, regions. Okay, I will copy this guy, regions.py. Insert into regions. Okay, copy the table name. Copy columns, only 2 columns it has. Oops. All right. So we have covered all the tables, and let's check the methods again. So regions, insert into regions and st underscore regions. Insert into locations, st underscore locations. Insert into jobs, st underscore jobs. Insert into job history, st underscore job underscore history. This is fine. Insert into departments, underscore departments. Insert into countries, st underscore countries. And this was we already tested. Okay, now let's go back to our list. I will uncomment these records. Okay, because now we are going to populate all the tables. Another thing which we have to do, the way we have imported this employees.py, I need to import remaining Python files as well of each uh, table, countries, departments, job history, jobs, locations, and regions. All right. And if we go back now, one more thing here in over here in insert record for this particular table. So this insert records function will get called for all specific tables which we have mentioned. So for regions, let's say very first record is region. So when it will go through that loop, the very first record will get passed is regions. So for regions, it will definitely call this method that we do not want. It will fail. Okay, because this method is specifically for employees, not for region. So we have to add if loop so that it will not call other methods. It will call specific method related to that table. What I meant is, let's check table name value. If table name value equal to regions, okay, then you call regions dot insert, okay, and then you pass table name, okay. Else if I will copy the same condition. If so, let me, instead of regions, it is countries, and yeah, countries. Then you call countries dot insert into countries table name. All right, I will just copy paste. Okay, so countries, locations. Okay, after locations, it is departments. Dot insert into departments. Jobs, 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 insert into jobs. Oops. Okay. Employees. So that has to be EMP dot insert into employees. And finally is job underscore history. So I will remove this condition. Job underscore history. Insert into job. Oops. Okay. So ideally this should work. Okay. Basically we are calling based on the table name, we are calling specific function, okay, of that particular Python code. Regions, countries, locations, departments, jobs, employees, job history. Okay, let's go back again here, and we must be having some records in employees table. So I will first truncate the table, truncate table dbo.st underscore. Let me copy this. All right, and what I will do is I'll take count star. So very first table was countries. Let me IntelliSense refresh local cache. Okay, the next table was departments. After that, employees, job underscore history, jobs, locations, and the final table was regions. So if I run select star from all these tables, there will not be any records. Everything is zero. So let's go back and execute main.py. Let's see. I hope it won't fail. It worked. Let's run it. Yeah, see all the tables all the records got populated. What we'll do, I will just for comparison purpose, I will change this database to HR, and instead of ST, I will just remove it. So it is not underscore DW, it is HR, and we do not want this ST. So I will just remove it and move vertical. Okay. And let's compare 25, 27, 107, 10, 19, 23, 4. Okay, so it's that easy. So in this video, what we saw, basically we created all these remaining Python files. Okay, we pulled the records from respective CSV files and inserted those corresponding records into a staging table, which is again in a different environment. It's not in the same OLTP database. Okay, now in next video we are going to see about this DW job run summary and why it is required, or even before that there are something else like exception handling and other things. We'll see that in the next video. Okay, thank you for watching this video.